Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today. Good to see you. Some familiar faces. Dave, Reggie. Hello, hello. Well, thank you for joining. Some of you have heard a little bit about this journey and how I've been kicking off 2026 with live channeling the Council of Osiraconwiya. The Council of Osiraconwiya represents the 12 planets, including Mother Earth, that house the most closest relatives to humans, so most human-like beings. And I've been working with them now for a number of years, and more, we've been working together, and they have asked me to come forward at this time and do live channelings so that they can start sharing their knowledge with humanity on a more public scale, especially as we move into and closer towards 2027. And so each of these, I do them every full moon and new moon. I do them live. And if you join live, you have the opportunity to ask questions live. And Jessica is here, and Jessica will be moderating any questions that you have. And then afterwards, they'll be going live on YouTube to be watched for whoever feels called to them, whoever stumbles across these videos. So this is early in the journey. This is only the third live channeling that I've ever done. And so thank you for being here as part of this early journey. One of the main messages that comes through during these channelings is that it's not just about the words, it's actually about the frequency and the energetics that are coming through that they want us to be receiving. So even if the words, if the messages aren't necessarily resonating with you in words, just even sitting there, closing your eyes and taking in the energy that's coming through is actually very, very beautiful. So we've had just, people saying, how they felt after, and it's just a very beautiful healing energy. That's usually what I do is I just, for several minutes, I'll tune in, do some breath work. And if you'd all like to do the same, whether it's just closing your eyes, whatever your own practice is. For me personally, for these channelings, what I've been doing and what they asked me to share is what I'm doing. And for me, that's inhaling as if all the colors of the rainbow, the nui nui, are coming down, filtering down over my body, all of them, not just the 7 that we're used to seeing. And then I'm exhaling. Some of you might know this from Crystal Skull Method, exhaling through certain points in the skull. So from when I'm exhaling, I'm thinking about exhaling through, there's this, you can call it the unicorn horn, or the front point and a point out the back of your head. I don't want to get too complex, but then there's another one, your voice point. Breathing out through there, inhaling out through your third eye and your back door point, inhaling the rainbow again, out through your ear points, and then I go and repeat that, bringing it down to my heart, so out the front and back of the heart when I'm exhaling, out the sides of the heart on my next exhale. I then breathe the rainbow in again, down to my navel, and I'm exhaling out the front and the back. Repeat the inhale, and then exhale out the sides of the navel. And then the one final time, or 2 final times I should say, of bringing down the rainbow, it's connecting into Mother Earth, You could think of it, some call it the 9-pointed star. You could even go connecting deeper into her core and exhaling front and back. Inhaling the rainbow again, down, all through your body, connecting into Mother Earth, and exhaling out the sides. So don't worry if you don't get this. I went through that super quickly. This is really more just to show you what I do as my practice, and tune in the best you can. But just even sitting there silent in quiet space is enough. Jessica, do you have any? Oh, and one other thing I should say. Once I do all of this, usually within a couple minutes time, the council or someone from the council will come through. The beauty of these is I don't know specifically who is going to come through, and I also don't know what topic they are going to bring through. They've purposely told me that every time will be a surprise for me, for the audience, and no questions are off limits from the audience. They wanted that to be expressed as well. So, anything goes. And Jessica, jump in. What am I forgetting?
I think we've covered it all.
Kind of how the questions in terms of how you want to receive the questions.
Yeah, just put your questions in the chat and I'll put them through to Diana and the council, and I will try to keep up.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to take a couple minutes to ground myself, do the breath work that I just showed you, and then we'll see who comes through today. So, all right. Om. Steady, steady energy, steady energy is what is necessary for humanity, from humanity. With so much fire, with so much light, coming through, penetrating the various layers of Mother Earth, and each level of each being. Your ability to steady the energy is what will help each of you leap forward in ways that humanity has not experienced ever. I'd like each of you to just tune in. Close your eyes, be still, and what do you feel? Through this channel, through this transmission, in this moment, there are incoming energies to help you feel the steadiness required. It's very subtle. I'd like you to start paying attention, feeling the steadiness that is required, that the council and I are here to help you integrate. I am that I am, Waylina. Oh, this channel is familiar with me. In fact, she didn't know it at the time, but I was the very first one that she channeled. I am well known on this planet by the various elders, indigenous groups that remember me, that have not forgotten and so in this transmission, it's all about steadying your energy, steadying your field, foundational this is. Because as you are already starting to feel it, we are moving into a period of much light, much high frequency energetics hitting the system. And if we did not work on such a foundational concept with you, well, it could manifest as chaos, and we don't need any more chaos here on planet Earth, Mother Earth. Is asking for a steadiness to be held through this time. And with your steady energy, you'll be able to integrate much more, and therefore raise your frequency, your vibration at a faster rate. And so again, I ask you, just take this moment. Do you feel any subtle changes in your body as I speak? And remember, the words are not even the most important part of what I am transmitting. And listen to this again and again. If you would like to come back to that feeling of what is this steady energy, because this is a deepening, a practice, yes? And the more you understand this sensation of steadiness, the easier it is for you to go out in your everyday lives and be a beacon of steadiness as you move throughout your day, not just for your own personal growth, but when you carry this steady energy and you move throughout the day, interacting with people, with plants, with Mother Earth, it radiates the steadiness throughout other people, places, things. And so this is always twofold. It's for you and for others. What do each of you need at this time? And when you practice those things, it is even more powerful when you take that steadiness moving throughout your day. Impacting others without them always knowing what is happening. Sometimes it is very subtle. Could be that you walk past a stranger and your steadiness has brought a little bit of steadiness to their life, even if it occurred at a subconscious level for them. So, what exercise am I to give you to help with this steadiness? I am giving it to you now. This pause. This is steadiness. Pause throughout your day. If you are feeling frantic, just take a pause and come back to that sensation of steadiness. You can also think back to this moment that we are here together in steadiness. And if time goes by and you forget that sensation of steadiness, come back to this recording and sit with it. Literally, sit with it. I can feel the steadiness among the group. Thank you for playing with me, for slowing your system down and bringing it to a stable point so that you can experience this steadiness. And for those of you who might be wondering or asking, this is too simple, give me more. I say to you, these foundational lessons are actually some of the most powerful. But that is also just how Mother Earth works, how nature works. Growth happens through very simple formulas, you could say. It is humans that have complicated everything. And so the council and I are just bringing you back to nature and to what truly works. Sometimes there will be flashes and bells and whistles, yes. But for today, especially where we are in your timeline of February, and specifically February 17th, 2026 in your view of time, this steadiness is one of the most important practices that you can come to. So I say to you, part of these transmissions are for you to get to know the various council members and their home planets. But today, this lesson is a way for you to get to know your home planet, your Mother Earth, on a deeper level. And this is the way. Well, this is such a beautiful energy in this group in this moment. I will end my transmission here. However, I am open to receiving any questions.
We have a couple of questions from Reggie. His first question is, our energy fields contain the perfect intelligence of our creation, but our physical beings deviate from it due to interfering factors that we invite. Do we have the potential to return to being the perfection as our energy field instructs?
Yes. And in fact, the exercises that we have begun to give to humanity are part of facilitating exactly that. Part of this light and various other energetics that are coming into the planet, into each of you at this time, is what will help you restore to your original blueprint. And when you have steadiness, and when you apply these practices to your life, you learn to neutralize what you have just called as these outside interference. You will not be affected. And today's transmission about steady energy is a part of that. Is there another question?
Yes. Reggie asks, as a predominantly left-brained person, it has been difficult to relate with the spiritual, paranormal, and metaphysical, but quantum physics has helped to open that up for me. Unfortunately, it was late in my life when I finally started to exercise my right brain. Considering what is coming, is there something I should be doing to be properly prepared and opened up to it?
Continue to follow along with these transmissions. They are filled with many keys for you. I don't want to go into the concept of time today. But it is important for all of you to know it is never too late. And in some of the more advanced lessons, you will understand this firsthand. And you will also find that by applying these techniques, listening to these transmissions, your ability to understand and absorb information of all types, including some of the next level of quantum physics, we shall say. In fact, it's better if we just call it physics at this point. You will be able to better comprehend what is coming for the field that you are calling physics. Is there another question?
I have a question for you. You're talking about staying in a steady state, staying centered. With a lot of the things going on in the world, how can we transmute and off-put some of those interfering energies to get us back to that point of centeredness?
The best way is actually what I have already described today. It's taking those moments of quiet. Even if you take in a deep breath, have some sort of cue of calling in your energy and then asking for it to be steady. And then, as I mentioned, by going out in your day-to-day life, walking, interacting, your normal everyday motions, if you are going out with that steady energy, then you are actually having a great impact on others and yourself. So taking the moments throughout the day. Of course, I will also say that there are more advanced techniques for this. But I would like each of you to practice what we have gone over today. Build that. Because this goes back to my other message about humans in general and this desire for something more, something complex. And I am saying to you, keep it simple. I apologize if this is not the big, exciting bells and whistles that you were hoping for. But this steadiness that you are feeling now is critical. for Mother Earth, for each of you. And I would also say that this practice of steadiness is not a binary thing. It deepens, it strengthens as you practice it. So I purposely would like to keep this very simple. Because steadiness unlocks so much. It unlocks your ability to have more energy, more creative insights, deeper relationship with yourself and with others, deeper relationship with Mother Earth, deeper relationship with your galactic family. Consider these your building blocks. As you know about how DNA is formed, simple building blocks. Have I answered your question?
Yes. Thank you. Reggie gives his thanks too for you answering his questions. Thank you for being with us today.
It has been a pleasure. My ask for each of you is that you carry this steadiness throughout the day. And if possible, before you run off to your next work meeting or busyness in your life, I ask you to take a moment to just sit in this steadiness with yourself, away from this group energy that is helping with the steadiness. Just use that as a way to lock it into your cellular memory. And see how you flow throughout the day. Move through unaffected. I am that I am, Waylina, representing the Council of Osiraconwiya today. Aloha.
I'm going to give Diana a few minutes here to recenter, and want to thank you guys for being here on this new moon solar eclipse. Our next live channeling of the council will be Sunday, March 1st at 7 p.m. Pacific. We will be uploading these to YouTube as well. Those are on Diana's YouTube, Diana Goodwin, and she will message you for a link to the next meeting.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.